If I can just sort of change the dialogue slightly. So if journalism and news organisations are part of, if you like, the infrastructure of truth, what place do universities have? Universities have been focused on facts and truth, this one for circa 900 years. What's our role today, do you think, Fraser? How do you see us playing a role in encouraging a greater focus on truth, and particularly with young people? This room is full of young people.
It is. I think the university's role is exactly as depicted in the 17th century masterpiece up there. I'll tell you where I think the university could do a lot more of. During lockdown, for example, that was a period where science was very much up in the way. This lockdown theory came out of nowhere. How coherent was it? Who was going to challenge it? Now, it was very, very difficult in those days to challenge anything, because if you did, you'd be described as a nutter. If you were an academic, you'd have your reputation come after you. And it was two Oxford academics, Heneghan and Sunetra Gupta, who went into query, went into challenge. They took more bullets than any politician, I think, during that, because they were academics who cared about truth. They were saying, look, let's subject this lockdown theory from Imperial to some basic scientific tests. Science isn't a whole set of conclusions. Science is a method. And let's see if it stands up. And in having that debate at a time where governments didn't want to have a debate, where journalists thought the responsible thing was to amplify the government's message, when all around the world people were allying behind this hastily assembled theory, which had really no basis in science, it was the universities and a small number of very brave academics who gave the intellectual challenge. So I think that we're in an era now where standing up against a consensus can be very, very difficult. It can be very bad for your career. It can be, especially in public health. And I think having the university, especially a tenured professor like Carl Heneghan, is willing to give, and he runs Oxford's Centre for Evidence-Based Medicine, a fantastic apparatus. To apply a force like that to a debate is, to me, a classic example of why public debate needs universities to have the expertise, to have the courage, and to have the eloquence to take on established pieties and quite often government orthodoxy. Even if orthodoxy is backed by 90%, it can still be wrong.
Okay.